testimony. He's new here. What's going on, NGC? It's your boy D on the keys. We back at it again. I know it's been a while since y'all seen us, since we had anything to say. But we back at it. We got some interviews coming. Today we got a special brother coming. He got a good testimony. He's new here, new generation. I think it's been about 2 months or so since he's been here. So everything he's saying is fresh. We gonna get him, ask some questions today. Just let y'all know a little bit about us here as New Generation, how we do things. It's pretty laid back. But with no further ado, here's my boy, the young brother I was talking about. Go on and introduce yourself to New Generation.
I'm Aaron Jones. I'm a member of New Generation Church. I'm from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Aaron Jones, brother, that's a strong name. As y'all know, my last name is Jones too. So, Hey, we could be related.
Could be.
You never know. Getting into this interview, first question I want to ask you: what brought you here to New Generation? There's a lot of other churches you can go to, but what brought you here?
I was just riding around looking for a church one day when I just said move. As a matter of fact, it was the day I'm moving in. And I actually saw this church back behind the church.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw an older guy walking out. He was taking out the trash. I was like, I'm new in Conway. Some good black churches around here. Mm-hmm. And then he directed me to New Generation. He said the pastor was pretty young. I probably liked that. And what's crazy, he wasn't even a member of New Generation. He said he went to a whole nother church, but his crowd kind of older.
Yeah. So,
I had waited a couple weeks, and I had finally just came, and when I came, that's the first day, I was just locked in, you know what I'm saying? I liked the energy.
So y'all here, we got a young pastor, we can pull in young people. So since you've been here at New Generation, how do you feel about the atmosphere here at New Generation?
I feel like it's a good atmosphere. I love the energy. I feel like they'll accept you for you. It ain't a church where it's just judgy. You feel me? Like you can come and be you. You can come and be comfortable.
That's good. So y'all here, come as you are. Our pastor preaches all the time. Come as you are. And you got different people, different walks of life. You just come as you are. He said, you get them here, I'll keep them. All right, so let's get back to about where you come from. You said you come from Pine Bluff, right?
Yeah, I come from Pine Bluff.
So how was that?
West side.
From the west side of Pine Bluff?
Yeah.
Sound like a rough side then, huh?
Yeah, it's the hood.
Yeah. So coming from the hood and then giving yourself to Christ, what makes you, how was that process for you?
It's hard. It's real hard. I was running at first. Bad, but you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't let me run no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just made it to where I couldn't even run no more. I still wanted to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Old thing I used to do, but I just really started getting tired. They made me start getting tired. I just started becoming boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? He had been working on me. I had been praying too. You got to be careful what you pray for, because he will give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I was just praying for him to lead me in the right direction and, let me do his will.
Mm-hmm.
Then a lot of the stuff I used to do as far as trapping and just going to the club every weekend and just really thugging just got bored to me.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a thrill for me no more.
So you come here, you leave the streets. All right, so a lot of people don't know, you do have a testimony.
Yeah.
And I want to see if you want to talk more about your testimony, let people know you a little bit more.
Yeah, I used to be in the streets I was a dope boy or whatever. And I just wasn't even no petty dope boy. The position I was in, a personal love to be in. And it was fun at the time or whatever, but I was fresh out and when I was fresh out, there was some things going on in the streets I wasn't really I really ain't know about because I was still catching up on what was going on. But you know, it was a beef within my hood or whatever. And by me being fresh out, I was kind of lost on it. So I ended up moving across the street from, you know, my hood oppositions or whatever. Even though I ain't know these guys, they knew me. So they ended up shooting up the house. I was the only one got hit. I got hit in my spine with a chopper. And I was paralyzed for a minute. Well, I was on life support 3 days. You know, I clocked out when I got to the hospital or whatever. But in them 3 days, I just saw some things. Like the things I saw in them 3 days, I thought I was dreaming. You know, I thought I just had went to sleep and woke up, but I was on life support 3 days. And the things I saw, I kind of knew like I wasn't gonna be the same. I kind of knew I just wasn't finna be back in the streets, like, cause he made it so clear to me. Like a lot of the stuff we doing, we really doing it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's only reason we really here is to follow our purpose. Purpose he really got for us, and he really made it clear to me. So when I did come to after them 3 days, I was paralyzed. They were told me I wouldn't walk again. You know, and it was a struggle. Like I was a nude. I had to get a bath, a pamper, catheter, like for months. You know what I'm saying? But I'm started praying, and you know, I'm really building a bond with him, and he finally brought me out that situation. You know, and I told him, if you bring me out that situation, you know, I do whatever I can to live for him. You know what I'm saying? I do his will. So when he did bring me out that situation, he gave me what I prayed for. You know, I just tried to, you know, I'm just trying now just to do his will. You know what I'm saying? Keep my promise to him. Even though it's a process, like you ain't gonna just be saved overnight, just hold it overnight. And that's why I feel like this the best church for like an individual coming out the streets, rather than going to a church where just too holy and they make you not even want to go to church no more because they just judge you. It's like this church, you ain't gotta be in no suits. You can come as you are. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. They gonna accept you the same way. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's a fun atmosphere. The pastor fun. He real. He ain't phony. He gonna tell you just how it is. Like, and he ain't gonna judge you. He gonna help you much as he can, and you know what I'm saying? He know what's the process. He gonna take the baby steps with you because he can relate to people like us. You feel me? Like it ain't no flaw in him. He gonna keep it all the way real. A lot of churches you'll go to that they'll run more people out the church than save him. He all about saving. He ain't looking at the outer appearance. You know, he looking at the soul. He looking at trying to bring you to God. He ain't trying to run you away from God. So like I feel like this should be the first step. A church like this, it ain't many churches like this. You know, the people just knew about this church, man, this church would be, they'd probably have to be about 2-3 of these churches. Cause I'm telling you, like this what they need. Like anybody that's just in the streets, and you know, man, there's a lot of dudes out here be thugging, but man, don't nobody just be wanting to do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got undercover bonds with God, and this a place where you really can be yourself. The reason why they don't be in churches because they fear of getting judged.
So what would you tell the people that's looking for a church home, or you know, trying to find themselves, you know, or even the members that's already here at New Generation? What would you say to them and to the people that's looking for something new?
Man, they need to try New Generation Church. I promise you gonna like it. Like you gonna understand the word more, way more. You gonna break it down more to you. You know, it ain't gonna be boring. You ain't gonna be in church all day. Like you gonna he gonna make the word in the sense where you can just really understand it. You know, he gonna make you think about it, and you know what I'm saying. He gonna save a lot of souls, man. Just the type of person he is. Like he got it. You know what I'm saying. He heaven since he for us. He for the streets. You know what I'm saying. He the one that pastors really can't do what he able to do, because he been through it. He didn't live it. So you know what I'm saying. Before these youngsters gonna listen to a pastor that ain't never been through nothing, you know what I'm saying, can't relate at all. He can. I feel like he got the ups, like, cause man, he done said so much stuff and on Sunday service, and just made me just respect him so much more. Like, I just feel like I ain't never been to a church this good. You know what I'm saying? I be looking forward to coming to church. I be telling people to go and come. Like, it's really like lit.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, and I want to thank the people at this church for just accepting me and just making me feel comfortable. You feel me?
Yeah, man, we're glad to have you. You know, it's good to see somebody, you know, your situation. You know, we didn't know anything about it, and you come and you give yourself to Christ, and then me and you know, start talking. You tell me your situations and different things. You know, this is the first time. Well, you probably said it before, but you said you was out for 3 days. You know, and when you think about God, Jesus, you know, when he died, you know, when he gave up his life, you know, for us, he stayed dead for 3 days, you know, and then he came back for us so our sins can be forgiven. And after 3 days, you come back and you start living for God. You know, to me, that's a powerful message, you know, just that in itself. You know what I mean? So tell people about what you do for a living, you know.
I'm a barber, you know what I'm saying? I'm a barber here in Conway. In Jacksonville, Arkansas at Showtime Studios. On a Michael LeBron. But I'm finna be permanent in Conway right now. It's so sophisticated. One of the church member shop, E-Trail, gave me a chance. And that's another thing. You know, if I never would have been to this church, I never would have found out that I was looking for a shop in Conway. I never would have found out that, you know, it was so many connections, you know, in this church. And I was able to get a barbershop connection, and, you know, where I can have clients here too and cut, you know, right next to the church. So that was a big plus. And I was able to do a back to school free haircuts here, you know, at E-Trail shop as well. So, you know, you can see me at So Sophisticated in Conway, Arkansas, 1055 Sunflower Drive, right next to the church. You know, you can come get chopped this Saturday and come join us in church that Sunday, right next door.
So y'all here, you can come get chopped up, look fresh to death, and come to church, you know.
Yeah.
So one last thing, you know, I want to ask you, tell us a fun fact about you.
Man, right now, I'm really focused on my goals. You know, what's fun to me right now, you know, what used to be fun to me ain't fun no more. What was fun to me was trapping. And that was, and females, that used to be fun to me. Now fun to me is just, you know what I'm saying, that church, really getting that knowledge, you know what I'm saying. Really, I go help homeless people. You know, I be looking for homeless people, you know what I'm saying, to cut them and buy them meals. You feel me? Really just try to save the youngsters out the streets. You know, every time one come on my church, I be, you know what I'm saying, trying to transition them over to this side, and they see I'm a dude that was just like them. You feel me? They feel my presence. I'm gonna let them feel my gangster off the rip, and then I'm gonna get to bringing them over to this side. So that's fun with me, cause you'll be surprised at how many people just lost and don't know if God real or not. Or they feel like if they just kill somebody, that they'll never be accepted to heaven or be forgiven. Like, these real facts people don't know. So that causes them to keep thugging harder and harder, because they feel like they already got a one-way ticket to hell, and it ain't no turning back.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically let them know, man, all you gotta do is repent. You feel me? You know, I was the same way. I did some of the same things. You know what I'm saying? And God gonna forgive you. You just gotta repent. You feel me? Accept Him as your Lord Jesus Christ, and you forgive me. You know what I'm saying? If you live by His word, He gonna accept you and help you.
Mm-hmm.
And they be just so blown, like just not knowing. That's why I say this church right here, it's a dude that's gonna save our souls. Mm-hmm. They just gotta get here. They just gotta know about it.
Mm-hmm. Pastor always say, you bring them here, I'll keep them. So what would you have to say to our pastor, Pastor Tremaine here? Is one thing you got to say to him?
Man, I just appreciate him for being real. I'm talking about real, all the way 100, no flaw, no cut. Like a lot of pastors, they want you to think they just holy, and they might be creeping with the missionary or
Miss Parker,
smoking, or doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? If anything he doing, even if he mess up as a pastor, he still gonna admit it to the congregation. He still gonna keep it real and let you know he got flaws too. You know, I appreciate that, cause that's what real ones really respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you did see him out doing something, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna even feel too much bad, cause he keep it so much real till he ain't the same or nothing he got going on. Mm-hmm. He let you know sometimes I do mess up. I have messed up. You feel me? Mm-hmm. His job is to bring people to God. You know, ain't none of us perfect. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And I feel like he doing a good job, and I salute him.
And there you have it. You know, that was Aaron Jones, a.k.a. Suave the Barber. You know, he gave his testimony. He told y'all, you know, about New Generation. You know, here at New Generation is just, you know, we family. We accept you for who you are. You know, our pastor, he let y'all know how he was. He's a great man. You know, not every pastor gonna be real with you. You know, and he tells y'all that. Every pastor is just, you know, they might try to fake and shake, but our pastor, Tremaine Harris, he ain't gonna fake and shake anything. You know, he said he for the streets. You know, our boy for the streets, you know what I'm saying? He is for the streets, you know, in a good way. You know, pulling folks off the streets, letting them know, you know, there's always a better way. You know, you ain't always got to do it this way. You know, it's hard to come from where you come from, and he's been all through it all. You know, anything you can think of, I promise you, that man has been there, and he can tell you it's always a better way. So this is our church, New Generation. Come on down whenever you want to be found. I like that.